strong grunt. You should have got yourself an extra claw hand, son. What's up, guys? The Salty Pirate here with my friend Captain Hook. What's up?
I'm gonna call myself Four Finger J.
Oh, don't do that.
No, it's a good one. Four Finger. Captain Four Finger.
I like Captain Hook better.
Captain Hook better? We'll work on this.
DJ Finger. DJ Master Finger.
You know, I was thinking about this. I'm like, dude, this is going to affect any sort of finger action. You know what I'm saying?
Well, once they reattach it.
You don't need to understand where we are with this predicament.
You got to get a new finger.
Oh, can I get a black person finger? Is it like you know what I'm saying? Just get half. How cool would it be if I flip someone off and yet it's half my color and half a black person's color? I'm flipping people off with two different nationalities, man. I got the anger of two minorities flipping people off.
So, you want to combine races?
Yes. That's the only way we're going to get rid of racism, dude.
I mean...
we got to have mocha babies.
That's
just
right.
Mixed.
That's what you got to do.
Mixed mocha babies.
Yeah, that's why we didn't have a podcast last week, because we were at the riot. I needed some new Jordans and TVs, you know.
You're like, I've had all this practice for years of Black Friday, and this is where it pays off.
That's where it pays off, man. Got to break into this CVS pharmacy, apparently, and get all the...
Apparently...
cotton. That's right. Take a shot.
How's that food in your stomach, dog? Because you ate right before we got here.
That's a huge ass on that lady. Is that a mom?
It's got to be a mom. Yeah, that lady will squash you to death, dog.
Fuck. That's how some certain people are trying to die.
That is how certain people are trying to die, for sure.
In an ass avalanche.
Ass Avalanche. That's a porno name right there. Ass Avalanche 3, The Vicious Return.
The re-smashing.
Oh, Squashers Part 4. Ugh. That sounds kind of grosser. Anyways.
Yeah. Oh, what'd you say?
Oh, so I was gonna send you a picture of my fucked up finger.
Oh yeah.
And then
you gotta explain to it. Don't just be
okay. So here's what happened.
So I was finger banging somebody, and then
so when you're on this level of finger banging,
the baby bit me.
The baby bit me. He thought it was trying to attack him. Trying to poke his eye.
Home.
Get in there.
He's like, get the fuck out of here.
So this is what happened.
Old Dave Chappelle joke. He's like, look down there. He's like, hey baby, get out here.
Those specials are legit. Anyways, so this weekend, there's a loss, guys. There's a loss. Long story short, without making this a bigger deal than it is. All right, you'll let them know how big of a deal it is when we show you the video picture. So long story short, I was woodworking. Some of you know I woodwork. Some of you that follow me on the Instagrams know that I woodwork. So I was at the jointer, which is arguably, I'm going to enunciate that a little better, arguably the tool that I probably didn't take the most serious.
I obviously didn't know.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be taking it far more serious now. That motherfucker and I have shared blood. Anyways, back to the point. So I'm running a piece of wood. If you don't know what a jointer is, it's essentially...
It rolls your weed.
Black people were like, wow, technology. So, why did I say black people? I don't know.
Say
Black
racist.
mystery girl. That's why.
Racist.
So, it's basically, think of some blades, some long, sharp blades, like a knife, and they're spinning in a circle. And then you run a piece of wood above that on some tables that are on either side of it. And you run the wood, and then it chops it, and then basically makes it all flat because it's running through the blades and it makes it flat, right? Well, my dumbass, for some freak, I've been doing this correctly for months now. But anyways, and you know what the worst part of this? Oh, I'll finish the story. So basically had my hand on the back of the wood, and for some reason, dude, for no reason at all, I don't even know what happened, my hand slipped, and it's as if I had adamantium skin or bone, it just gravitated towards the metal. Like, it was like some Magneto shit. And it literally just gravitated towards, I don't exactly know how it happened. Like, you would think I would go in this way, right? Push with my palm. And you would think that the fingerprint area would get smashed. Nah, man, my fucking nail area. So, like, I don't know if it's striking, I'm fucking losing it here. I don't know if it's striking experience or something where I'm like twisting my fucking arm as I'm going in, but as I'm going in, somehow I nicked at the hand.
Oh, you're like, it's just all the experience with the ladies. You're like, oh, I'm going in, and just
twist,
at that last year, just like
you got to twist at the very end, and then you got to hit the G spot.
Yeah.
Twist, come out. G spot.
And in
twist
this
out,
in this
G-spot.
instance,
it didn't pay off.
That's not what you're supposed to do.
Well, according to the ER, quote unquote, the nail did its job. We'll get to that. Anyways, so I had gloves on, and I looked at the gloves because I didn't feel any pain, but it felt like something just like slapped me like that real quick, you know?
Fucking slapping me.
And then I looked at my glove, and I was like, oh, there's a little cut in the glove. That's not good. I was like, fuck. I literally did that. I was like, fuck. And I took off the glove, and then just blood poured out of everywhere. I was like, motherfucker. So then I cover my hand with my other hand because I don't want to spill blood everywhere. And I run to my room, and I turn on the faucet because I want to see how bad it is. And I run it in the faucet, and there's a split second where I'm not believing what I'm seeing. I'm just like, oh, fuck. Seriously? Like, I still think about myself in that position, and I don't believe what I see. It's like, this is some movie shit, right? And then I'm like, fuck. And then I'm like, what am I going to do? And then then afterwards, right after that split second, another split second later, I'm like, I bet you if I just bandage this, he'll be cool. Like, I'm literally looking at this, and I'm like, dude, it's fine. I'm just going to fucking
so you're over here
cinch it up.
You're over here with fucking Skeletor finger, and you're like, it's fucking, I'm fine.
Yeah. I was like, I bet, because there was no pain, right? Like, I would imagine if it was that bad, I'd have some pain. And I was like, oh, that's cool. But I'm like, it's adrenaline probably. And so I'm like, fuck. And so then I'm like, all right, let's do the logical choice here. And so the inner Jew in me is like, let me call an urgent care to see if they can deal with this. Because if I go
first thing, you got any COVID there? No? Okay,
No.
cool.
By the way.
Second thing, so I have a Skeletor finger now. You know when the Terminator put his hand in the fucking lava, then he took it off, and then it was just all fucking metal hand? That, except on one finger. So, like, can you, I don't know, fucking put fake skin on there or something? Like, and how much? The more important question is, how much? Because...
Well, that was a little bit of it. Like, a little bit of it is like...
I have a pillowcase. Can you sew that on there? Will that work?
I got a Charmander pillowcase. I want a little Charmander on my my finger. So...
I have some AstroTurf. Will that work?
That's some leftover walnut. I like walnut right now. Can we just do that? But anyways, so I legit called an urgent care. I'm like, hi there. How's it going? And like, good. How are you? I'm like, good. I'm doing okay. So... just out of curiosity, you know, I'm whatever, just out of hypotheticals. So like, let's say I jacked my finger pretty bad in a power tool, and it's, you know, it's a nice little piece that's not there right now. Is that something you guys can take care of, or do I got to an emergency room? And the guy's
she
like,
threw up, and then she was like, no.
No, it was a dude. Luckily, if it was a chick, maybe. But then. You know, there was a dude, he's like, yeah, something you want to deal with the emergency room. And I was like, all right, man, thank you. And he's like, yeah, you have a good day. I was like, yeah, I'll try. And then I hung up on that dude. And then I spent a second thinking, which one do I want to go to, right? So I was like, all right, let me go. I know this one, so let me go to this one. So then I drove myself to the ER, right? Because I'm not paying for no I'm not paying for a fucking ambulance. Why? So I can have small talk with a dude who's going to be like, how are you feeling? I'm fine, bro. I'm fine. I'm good. I taped it myself. Do you not see this? I was thinking about not even coming in. Chill. So I didn't want to have that on conversation. So I drove myself to the ER, which I'm not impressed by the ER turnaround times. I'm really not.
No, man, they take forever.
It was an empty fucking room, but we won't say anything. Anyways, they get me in there, and you know, they shoot. Oh, I should put it on light. So you see that and that?
Yeah.
That's where they shot. I have two blood stains on my fucking finger.
Yeah.
And that's where they shot me with like a numbing agent and like this saline or some shit.
Uh-huh.
And it swelled up to that first knuckle.
Uh-huh.
It just swelled up like crazy. And so they numbed it up. And I mean, supposedly, I still haven't felt shit, dog. Felt shit.
That's probably why.
No, but I haven't felt shit for like the whole time. Not even since I cut my shit off. Anyways, so... Yeah, man. And so, like, the whole time I'm, like, texting you, and I'll text, like, you know, Splinter Cell, and I was texting people. I didn't want to freak anybody out. So I didn't tell my mom until, like, I got there, and I was like, don't freak out. I'm cool. Don't worry about it. My mom's had some rough news recently. So, anyways, and I go in there. They basically say, look, man, we're going to have to get some x-rays and probably forward you to a hand surgeon. I just feel like I could have bypassed the whole emergency room altogether and just called the hand surgeon and be like, look, man, can you just take a look at something for me?
Like, look, I need the best hand surgeon. I need Dr. Strange.
Well, right? The way I was looking at this was like, I can never do my retirement job, dude. I was going to try to do hand modeling.
Oh.
It's out the window now. It's out the fucking window.
Should have been like, will I ever be able to type again?
I should be able to type. My funny enough, let me give you guys a visual. My fingerprint is intact. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, my fingerprint is intact, but about half my nail is gone. So you do the math of what's going on in my finger right now.
That's fucking disgusting.
Oh, wait till I show you a picture. Can I show you a picture now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna text you a picture here. Here, we'll do this. Go to my Instagram for those that don't give a fuck. I'm gonna text you a picture, and then I'm gonna record you looking at the picture. Don't look at your phone yet.
Okay.
Don't look at your phone yet. Don't look at the phone yet. And I'm gonna send you a picture. I'm gonna record you looking at the picture. I should not have these pictures on my fucking phone. You know how bad it is when I gotta get in there.
You're like all these nudes. Damn.
I was like, damn, look at that ass. Oh, anyway.
That was a nice predator face right there.
Hold on. Predator face. Oh, do you want to get the update of what it looked like today?
No, show me when it first happened. I want to see all the blood.
Not that much blood right there, but it looks actually worse today than it did yesterday.
No, then give me the one from yesterday.
I'm sending you both. Oh, wait, hold on. Don't look at it yet. Have you gotten it? Hold on. Don't look. I gotta record you.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
All right, tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, hold on. All right, I'm recording right now.
Okay, here we go. Opening this
That
up.
food's digested, right?
Sure. Oh, fuck! That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
What the hell is wrong with you? Oh!
That's today.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Why'd you just put your whole finger in there? What the hell is the doctor gonna do?
Well, that's the whole point. He's not
gonna do. He's gonna file it down.
Well, okay, so I went to the hand surgeon today. Yeah, it's pretty bad, huh?
Yeah,
I was going to post it on Instagram. You were like, oh, you should post it on Instagram. And I was like, dude, I'm not going to make everybody just see that. That's pretty bad. So I went to, how did I turn on your light? This one? There we go. Make sure I'm recording here. I went to a hand surgeon today, and he's like, hey, this isn't what the notes said. It was like, this is a little worse than I thought. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, what'd your notes say? Slight cut on his right hand? Like, what are you expecting? So he's like, you got two options.
I'm gonna cut the whole finger off.
Look at this asshole.
Of course, it's a Mustang.
Of course it is. The worst ones.
The
Anyways,
worst fucking ones.
so he's like, you got two options. One, which is the easier one and the fastest to heal. He's like, what we do is we get in there, we file the bone down a little bit.
Right.
To give him enough skin to be able to fold it over and then suture it up.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Because I just got literally like the tip. And I was like, hey, man, they told me in the ER maybe it's just healed. And he's like, nah, you kind of exposed the bone a little bit. I was like, I can't tell. It's all kind of red and meaty in there. So I'm going to take your word for that.
He's like, look, I'm not a doctor, but I just know it looks fucked up.
It looks fucked up. So, and then he's like, the other option is that if you want to retain the length of your finger, right, we would slice it further up and then graft a piece of skin over and then suture everything back up. But then it's like, now you're slicing my finger up further to remove a piece of skin to graft it.
Take a piece of skin from my ass.
I'm like, I'll give you a place to take a skin off, doctor. Got plenty in there. Anyways.
My meaty thigh.
So
take a piece of skin from this.
Yeah.
There's 24-inch python here.
So, yeah, man. So
if your instruments can cut through this,
you better sharpen your shit first.
You got a lightsaber?
What do you got? What do you got, man?
Where's Afro Samurai? You're gonna need
That's
them.
right. You better use the fucking Sword of Omens on this.
That's right.
Anyways, so yeah, I'm like, dude, so you're going to chop me up even more just to fucking give me literally, what is this, 4 millimeters of fucking...
I don't know
like, it's half the nail.
I don't know if the hoes are going to really...
Dude, it's 3-4 millimeters. It's not even worth it.
I don't even know if hoes are going to
It's not even worth it. I'm like, now you're also opening more shit up, which means more likelihood of infection.
Yeah.
Just grind it.
COVID in
just
there.
Just grind a little bit of that bone, flip it over, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
I got to get back to this project, man. These cabinet doors are not going to make themselves.
Like, I don't like centimeter. I don't know. It's not even is it a centimeter?
No, a centimeter would be the whole nail, probably.
No, what is it, like a millimeter? Probably a millimeter.
It's like 4 millimeters, give or take.
Yeah, I don't think a hose.
It's not that big of a deal, dog. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, when I flip someone off with my right hand, it's gonna be a little less impressive, but not that big of a deal.
Like 4 millimeters, a hose not even gonna.
They're not even gonna notice, man. Nah, it's
she
fine.
just sits down a little bit more, just scoops a little bit more. It's the same.
Like folds that little skin between your fingers a little bit more. It's fine. It's fine. It's good.
It's like nothing happened.
It's good.
It's
yeah,
good,
man.
And maybe you'll have like a new the end of your finger will be more like look like a drum or something, like a different kind of like head on there instead of a normal finger. So now you'll have like a mega finger.
I'll have like a really thick stubby finger.
Yeah.
Like it press buttons really hard, like hammers.
Yeah. It'll be like a hammerhead finger on your finger. You have like a different tip on your finger. You know when you get like a sex toy and it has all those different heads?
Different attachments?
You got like your index finger is just like a normal one, but then you take out
the middle finger.
Middle finger.
It's like rib for her pleasure.
It's fucking King Kong. King Kong head.
Oh, jeez.
Godzilla rib.
So that's what I've been dealing with, man. You know, there was a point though, legit. I'm like, I've seen a lot of movies. What if I just heat up a frying pan and then just... You know?
Yeah, you got to pull the Rambo, son. You got to take out one of your
I thought about it. I thought about it.
Put it on there and be like, ah!
I thought about it. But there's nobody in the house with me, and I figured, I'm like, what if I pass out?
And fucking dogs are just looking at you like,
they're like, what the fuck? They're like, something's delicious, though.
Like, I'm a shit on them.
Yeah, I figured, I'm like, what if I pass out or something? And then
he took us on that long walk yesterday. I'm gonna shit on him.
So yeah, there's a little piece of me where I'm like, what if I just heat up a pan real hard? You know? It's not like the nail's gonna grow back as nicely as the other one. I mean, they did tell me I didn't hit the root of the nail. I mean, there's still half a nail there. So it's in the root apparently goes really far deep in.
Yeah, it goes like right here.
Yeah, give or take, yeah. So they're like, as long as you don't hit the root, you're good. So it could grow back. The theory is that I did a pretty decent job fucking it up because, if anything, I'm losing just a little bit of the length. But I should have all the feeling and useness of it.
All right, let's not bullshit. What kind of experimental drugs do you have that will let me grow this finger back instantly?
I need that
Plus,
shit.
Will give me Craven the Hunter powers.
Right, I need that shit that the lizard did on Spider-Man where he grew a whole arm. I just need it for a fingertip. What do you got?
Right.
Who do I need to contact? Is there a Doctor Strange somewhere?
And I'm fine with having adverse side effects like
bigger
lizard
dick.
Powers, huger dick,
superhuman strength.
Superhuman strength, can see at night.
That's cool. Ability to see at night. Maybe walk on walls or some shit. That'd be awesome too.
Whatever, you know? It's cool.
I'm cool with all that stuff.
Me and Black Mister were just having that conversation that about random side effects that like drugs have. It's always like
never anything good.
Yeah, no, it's like always
explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, no, it's like yeah, it'll cure your high cholesterol, but then will also give you suicidal thoughts. I'm like, what? Those shit's not even. Those two things aren't correlated to each other.
Yeah,
it's like my cholesterol ain't collected. Those things aren't like that's not connected to my brain. Like that shit ain't. One's because I eat Kentucky Fried Chicken every day. And the other one is because I'm fucking crazy. Like, those things aren't...
Chemicals are crazy, man.
One's like, this one will make your foot stop hurting. But also give you explosive diarrhea. Like, what? My foot and my ass aren't connected. What is going on?
They're like explosive...
Yeah, anal leakage.
Yeah, that's the worst one. I'm like, that sounds bad.
Like, a lot of shit isn't connected. Not everything's connected to your ass. So how is this... I don't know. And it's always the one that's like, oh yeah, it will cure your depression, but also will make you shake violently through walls and shit. It's like, what?
It's like, oh yeah, no, you might commit suicide with this, no matter what.
Yeah, but it will cure your depression.
Yeah,
like,
you're fine.
Wait, what? How? I don't understand.
It's crazy. Those things are always insane. Like just those commercials, the drug commercials are only worth watching. Just for those stupid side effect readings at the end. You're just like, wait, what did you say? Explosive arteries? What?
Yeah. It's like, we'll cure your allergies, but we'll give you a heart attack. Wait, what?
It's like, you will implode in heat over 85 degrees. Like, what?
My allergies aren't connected to my heart. Why? How?
It's crazy, man.
Okay. That's why they test on animals.
Well, the thing is, I feel like they just create something and they're like, oh, man, this is not good for curing cancer, but it will kill rats. So let's just use it as Raid.
Yeah, pretty much.
AKA Raid.
Then the rats become splinter size and shit.
Start training turtles to kill
Yeah,
humans.
yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, you're gonna get pulled over right now. But yeah.
So that's what's up with my finger, dog.
Damn, son, that shit
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah, man, I'm not even looking forward to what the surgery's gonna cost me.
That's what you gotta do, man. You gotta never pay it off like I did. My credit shot up 80 points.
Why? Because you started paying stuff?
No, because I finally got all my debt cleared, most of it.
How did you clear that giant ass debt from the hospitals?
Because
You're like, I blew a guy.
Nope. After 7 years.
To completion.
Get that hot rope in there.
You're like, at first I was arguing for him just to let me put the tip in my mouth and just let it rest there. But
then I was like, look, if I'm going to do a job, I'm going to do it to completion.
I only accept the best.
Listen. I don't care what job it is. I'm going to do it to completion.
Ugh.
I just moved out of the way of the rope.
You're like, no, I don't want to taste it.
Do you have Yogi's Grill?
Like, hey, Steve, KFC, right? Yeah, I like it too. Gross. Gross.
This tastes like, did you have gravy on those mashed potatoes?
You're like, man, you should really cut back on this grease. But, man, that's some good chicken. Which one did you go to? Because the one I go to is never this good.
You know this will clog your arteries. I got a pill that will take care of that.
Oh, jeez. Just watch out for that anal drainage.
Yeah, man. No, so after 7 years, that shit comes off your record, off your financial record.
Yeah, but what about the debt itself?
Yeah, it came off there. I don't gotta pay them.
So you're saying after 7 years you don't have to pay debt?
Yep.
I call it bullshit. I've never heard of this.
Yep. So I'm paying.
So that means I could just go to like Cause and buy Z and then just never pay that shit off?
I mean, I wouldn't try that with him. I'm pretty sure he's gonna find. He has some people who know some people.
He knows a guy that knows a guy.
Who's gonna find and be like, so.
What happened to that Z?
So you owe some money, huh? And they're gonna talk real quietly.
I'm like, nope. I don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna take this puppy. Like, what?
What?
Take this puppy for collateral. Yeah, man. I want to try that with him, but other financial companies.
So you do not owe any more to those hospitals.
I just owe.
You're sure about that?
I am positive.
100.
Positivo. Even my ambulance bill. You're talking about ambulance bills. Ambulance was $5,000. I've been paying them back $100.
See, I am so glad I didn't take a fucking ambulance. $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
And that was from our old house, our old spot in the ghetto where we used to live, to where my mom works. That was like 5 miles away.
Dude, fuck that. $5,000?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm so thankful I drove myself to the emergency room.
Like there was just blood in the car, but it's fine.
No, it's I had no blood at all. I did it fine. Dude, when I went there, my blood heart, I couldn't tell you what it is right now, but my fucking
I did the most Rambo thing ever. I got my dick hard, so it took all the blood flow out of my hands.
I kept stroking. One stroke per mile kept it going.
It was real hard to coordinate driving with one hand, stroking with one hand, putting the phone on the other hand.
Keep my hand above my head so the blood didn't rush.
Yeah, give it to him, Evan Devine. Give it to him.
Yeah. No, but funny enough, like when they took my blood pressure, they were like, "Yeah, it's not that high," and I was like, "Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm good."
They're like, "Wow, it's real low. It's like you're a murderer or somebody."
I was like, I think I missed my chance, dude. I think it should have been like Splinter Cell, or I should have been like Master Chief.
Splinter Cell was probably trying to recruit us.
Probably.
And at one point, he's like, these guys aren't good at doing shit. They're real good at doing shit, but also not good at doing shit.
These guys are minorities.
He's like, they're so well at doing shit, but also not good at it. Like, is that how I would put it? Yeah, that's how I would put it. Like, they're good at doing things, but also when they're doing things, they're not good at it.
Yeah, man.
And his recruiters were like, I know what you mean. It
makes sense.
It makes sense.
We don't want those guys.
So
move on to the next territory.
Yeah, move on to the next one.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm just kind of disappointed that I now have to go through all this shit. Because once again, the money I'm going to have to spend on this shit.
It's fine, man. Just wait 7 years. Your credit might take a hit. What's your credit, like 900?
Through 304. Oh, no, wait.
304. Damn.
No, 3004. Is that right?
3004.
Yeah, dog. I got that super level shit.
I got a black card.
I'm like, I've got the black of the black card. You know what I'm saying? It's not shiny black. It's matte black.
Got that Nigerian card.
The prince from Nigeria gave me a card, and that's what I've been using forever now.
That's right.
I don't pay him back, though.
Weird. It's weird that way.
Yeah, so fucking dude, I can't believe this, man. Can you believe this?
It's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
So you're going to be doped up next week.
I'm going to be, well, no, I'm going to go to work like a goddamn man.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever apparently you can drink now. Apparently, whenever I can get to a hospital and to get the surgery done, whenever they want to fit me in between their bullshit surgery here and their good surgery that's actually necessary here, then I'll get this, you know, I'm thinking what they'll do is they're going to put me under.
Right.
I'm going to talk to Barney for a couple hours. Tell him about how I never was able to make those things from the bag that he pulled
crazy
out.
Trip.
I'm going to be like, yo, Barney, I gathered the toilet paper roll and all those other things you asked me from your stupid ass bag, and I never was able to make the thing you made on TV. I'm a little mad at you.
See, you can have a good trip like that. You can have a bad trip where you fucking fight Malboja from Spawn and shit.
If I wake up and I start fucking punching people, yeah, you know which one I went with.
Or you can have that really fucked up one that's like where they give you enough sedative.
Dude, that's the worst, right?
Where they give you enough where you're out, but it's not enough to put you all the way out, and you're just like awake and you feel everything.
Well, Mr. Gay was telling me about that there is something like that where you get just enough to kind of out of it, but you're still there. But I guess when it's over, you don't remember anything. I'm like, that's fucked up. That's like torture.
So, damn, it's like rape surgery?
I don't know what that's some shit that I think in Guantanamo Bay happens. Like, that's where they developed it.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's like, so you don't want to tell us where Bin Laden's hiding, huh? Okay. All right, we got something for you.
Bring in the doctor.
Yeah. And then next day, he's just like, you didn't do nothing to me.
He's like, look between your legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then flashbacks come back like, ah. But yeah, I mean, they'll likely see. This is what I'm thinking was going to happen. They're going to put me under,
right?
Hopefully, completely under, and nobody tries to fondle.
Like, give me a little bit more.
Yeah, hopefully nobody tries to fondle me. I'm gonna tell them that I'm actually heavier than I am. I'm gonna be like, I'm 250 pounds of raw muscle. So they do the math on the anesthesia wrong. So they give me a little extra.
You give me fucking Brock Lesnar stats.
They're gonna be like, wow, this guy's big. We need to give him a little bit more. Give him a little bit more. And I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be what's that Duncan Trussell show that's on Netflix? That's just like a stoner show. I gotta show it to you. It's fucking trippy. But anyways, I'm gonna be seeing some crazy shit. And then while I'm seeing some crazy shit, what they're probably gonna do is they're gonna slice probably around the bone, the meat that's around the bone. You know, they're gonna anytime I gotta cook now, this is gonna be weird. Anyways, they're gonna pull that down. They're gonna pull that meat down, right? The finger. All the women listening to this podcast right now are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't be eating right now. They're gonna pull that meat down. You know, the finger pin meat. They're gonna pull that meat down, and then they're just gonna take like my Ryobi sander. I'll probably bring it with me just so they have it, just in case they don't. And they're just gonna fucking hold it to the bone for a little bit, right? And then they gotta seal off that bone somehow. I don't know what they do. Maybe throw some dirt into it, and they just seal it up like that. You know? I don't
think they seal up that bone. Maybe they put some fucking varnish on this. What you're saying?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they like mix some mortar and they just shove it in there. You know?
I think your finger bone's pretty sealed up already.
No, because it's got what's that shit that's inside the bone? It's it's escaping marrow. Yeah, there's gotta be marrow in there at the tip.
Maybe.
So then they gotta put a little mortar. They're gonna get some C-Mex mortar, mix it 2-to-1 ratio, and they're just gonna shove it in there. You know, make it look kind of sharp so it doesn't I don't have a club finger like you described. And then they're just gonna take that skin and then just pull it back, and then just like a condom.
Like a skin condom.
Yeah, and they're just going to pull it back, and I guess sew it. I don't know where they're going to sew it, because there's a fucking nail there. Where would you sew it?
They're probably going to take your nail off.
I'm going to look at my finger. It's going to be all fucked up. Anyways, I might have an alien finger. Anyways, so they're going to sew it.
Your finger's going to look like the top of an alien head from the movie.
Great.
You know how it's all like smooth and shit?
Yeah, it's going to look like that.
Like that.
Great.
have like the little ridges in there. It's fucking gross.
They're gonna pull it over.
We can't do a podcast next week.
They're gonna pull it over. You're just gonna have to come to my house when I'm stoned as fuck, and I'm be like,
"Hey, I fucking love you,
man.
Remember that one time you made me suck your dick?"
What? What are you talking about?
Like,
anyways,
hey, I love you, man. I'm like, yeah, you said that. Okay, let's do this.
I'm like, Monday's Locker Room Talk is brought to you by drugs. I love drugs. And Barney over here says that drugs are good for you. So after this, me and him are going to go have some fun.
Subscribe now and I'll send you a kilo of crack.
So anyways, they're going to flip it back and somehow sew it. And that's it. And according to them, the healing process is quite fast when they do it this way.
Like
whatever that means. I don't know, man. A week or two.
Damn.
Okay. I think within a week or two, I'll be able to shove this finger in your ear.
Super soldier over here.
How gross is it going to be when I have my little alien figure and I'm like shoving it in your ear?
Nasty.
And I'm like,
nobody's going to want that in them.
I'm going to be like, hey, Ruben. And I'm going to poke you with it. I'm like, hey, you feel that? Does it feel no nail? You feel that?
That's nasty. You have to draw the little face.
I'm going to get a little tattoo of a little head on there or something.
You got to go up to people and just put it by their ear and go.
It's going to touch you.
Yeah.
It's going to touch you.
It's gonna bite you. It's going to insert.
I just cannot believe, though, that they just let somebody walk around for a week with, like, literally an open... You saw it. It's a fucking open fucking wound.
You know when you drop a Hot Pocket on the floor? and it's a pizza Hot Pocket. So, you know, it's all red and it's white. You drop it on the floor after you cooked it in the microwave. And you're like, damn. And it makes that sound. And it's like... And you're like, man, I was really looking forward to that. And so now it's exploded on the floor and the top part's all open. And you open it and you're like, oh, all the red and the white stuff is all over the place. That's what his finger looks like. Looks like an open pizza Hot Pocket.
If you look at that second picture, that's today's. And it looks worse than it did the day of.
Yeah, it literally looks like they made it worse.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. But that's what happens when you have a finger full of, like, essentially like Vaseline on forever and ever and ever for apparently, drink again, all these fucking days until I can get in there. I'm like, can we just get this done now? Like, hospitals are open 24/7. You know that, right? You don't got to worry to the weekdays. They're open.
That's crazy.
So... yeah, man. Luckily, I'm going to an official hand surgeon, and I didn't just go to, like, a trauma surgeon who's going to just be like, oh, I just need to get this sewed up. This guy might make it look a little prettier, but I could be wrong.
You're like Bob Jimbery. You're a Bob Jimbery hand surgery.
Oh, jeez. So, yeah, that's the update with my hand, dude. I'm kind of pissed off. And a little bit of me wants to get back to woodworking as soon as possible. Primarily because, like, I don't want to have the fear of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I've been in a car accident. And after that car accident, like, you're way more, like, anxious about driving a little bit. So I don't want to be anxious about this.
You gotta get out there tomorrow and just do some
Not
shit.
tomorrow. Can you imagine vibrating machines while my fingers fucking fully exposed like this?
You just gotta do some chisel work.
I guess. I don't know, man. All I know is...
perfect time to beat Neo 2.
Well, I would, but, like, I need that bottom trigger button.
Fuck. There's so many buttons on there, too. All right, perfect time to beat
Donkey Kong Country.
Donkey Kong Country. It's two buttons.
Yeah, man. I'm going to be watching a lot of Netflix. I might play some classic games that don't require 2 trigger fingers. I thought about that. I was like, Neo would be a good time right now. But then what happens when I get really mad and my blood pressure spikes because I'm losing, and then my fingers just like...
yeah. So looking like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure I can find something in one of those fatalities to mimic what my finger looks like.
Speaking of Netflix, you gotta watch Beastars on...
Beastars?
Yeah.
Like bees? Like
Beastars.
Beastars. What is this about?
That's that one with that bunny and that wolf I showed you.
No, I don't want to see that disturbing fucking show.
No, that's a good good one. No, nothing happens. It's fucking good. That's a fucking good series. Ugh. That's a legit good series.
Whoever wrote that series has issues.
It's fucking good. It's real good.
What is this guy doing? Security or some shit? What the fuck is this guy doing? Standing the way he's standing.
Look at all these Asians here. I think they're gonna
Fucking attack us?
They might.
This is not the day to do it. I have a fucked up finger.
It's looking like a ninja squad out here.
Should have brought the gat, son. I could have just said, tra, tra, you know what I'm saying? Asian face.
I don't know if we can say shit like that anymore. It might be sideways racism or whatever the fuck.
Dude, to me, I mean, I've been kind of hearing what's going on. And it's funny because there's
you're stupid because last week I'm like, we can't do a podcast because there's a curfew out. You're like,
has a curfew out? What?
You're like, what?
This is America. It's a bite of my rights. It's America.
You're like, I'm like,
dude, something's going on because on the way down here, there was a shitload of cops going up north on the 101. And right now, these cops keep going north. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know, but you live up there, so have fun.
Fucking bomb threat or some shit.
Probably at Westgate again.
Oh, Jesus. All right, sorry, go ahead.
We're moving to Montana.
We'll get the fuck out of here.
That's what we're
man.
doing.
Let me just get the surgery and then we go from there.
No, so I told you last week they had a curfew in.
Yeah.
So, and you're like, what? There's a curfew? I'm like, yeah, we can't be two people in a parking lot. They're like, why? I'm like, because they'll think we're gay. And the second thing, the cops see you, then they can fucking... They were giving you tickets. That was my biggest problem. The tickets were $5,000.
But I thought the curfew was for large groups, not just for...
No, groups of two people.
Fuck.
In public places. Fuck. And we meet in a public place. That's the problem.
Yeah, man, you need to come up and do this podcast at my cribby.
Yeah, we might have had to do that, actually. So...
you have to make that drive. So I'm getting the miles on their car.
So, oh, hey, man, I'm a house owner.
What?
I own a house.
Yeah, still people living in the house, though.
I own it, though.
Yeah, what's going to happen with that, though?
I can go shit on the ground.
You're like, it's my property. I do whatever
It's my property. I can go bust a nut on a tree if I wanted to.
What are you going to do with that thing?
Oh, I'm selling it. But, so, anyways, but I own it. It's cool. It's kind of cool. I mean, if it wasn't haunted with the spirits of 1,000 dead Mexicans, it'd be awesome. But it's mega haunted. Mega haunted. But yeah,
dude,
man.
All right. Remember how we were talking about challenges a few weeks ago? Mm-hmm. Would you stay the night in that haunted hotel in Jerome?
Me and my Funko Connect, we were talking about that at his wedding.
You went to your Funko Connect's wedding?
Yeah, man. That's my buddy.
Oh, Jesus.
Me and Black Mystery Girl went.
When was this? You're like, just yesterday.
No, January?
Wow, I didn't know about this. You didn't talk about this on the podcast?
I didn't? We sure you didn't?
I don't think so.
There's something moving in that Yogi's.
The demon, dog. What do you want?
Yeah, I see it. It's fucking crazy. I didn't say anything about that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we went to his wedding. It's pretty cool. Very like, it's not southern. It was like
he invited his Pop Connect to his wedding. You guys are tight now, or what?
No, we're very tight. I just call him my Pop Connect because so you know who he is. But no, we're pretty close. So we went over there. It's pretty cool. Had at a church in Buckeye. I think he lives out there now because he used to be up by where I work in Surprise, and now he's out there. So we headed out there. It was cool. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, we need to all get together." And he's like, "Oh, we want to go to Jerome." And because I don't know, for some reason or another, I don't know how it came up. He's like, "Oh, we should go to Jerome and stay the night at that haunted
hotel
up there." And I was like, "Cool, I'm down for that." And then his wife and Black Mystery Girl were like, "Oh, so you two are fucking retarded? Oh, okay. I see why you're friends." And so I guess he had told her a lot about me, but hadn't met me yet. Because I don't know. I guess they got married like really quick. They like knew each other like 6 months. They got married. So I was like, damn.
We'll see how that works out. Good luck for you guys. Good luck.
And so yeah, man. So he's like, "Oh yeah, this Ruben, he's really cool." So yeah.
Funny enough, I think that place is for sale.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I think I saw it on the news. They're talking about them selling it, and nowhere in the ad was it like, "Hey, haunted hotel." It was just like, "Oh, local landmark."
So that either means it's A, not haunted at all, or B, fucking haunted as balls, and the people who own it are like, so I'm good with the hauntings. I think I'm gonna move to Montana also, where I don't see anything.
I think my uncle stayed there, and he said he didn't see anything, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, there's always some shit on YouTube you can find because that's what I do.
That's what you do. That's what you do. That's like your thing. Haunting videos and creepy ass alien videos and random ass shit at the bottom of the ocean.
Random ass shit at the bottom of the ocean is fucking awesome. That's my shit. Just like a Black Mystery Ghost thing is fucking mermaids. Not fucking mermaids. Fucking mermaids.
She's like, fuck me, merman. I like that scale dick.
Get that scaly dick. I love it.
Gross.
No, like she's really interested in mermaids. She thinks mermaids are a real thing. She sees enough. She watches enough like YouTube stuff on mermaids. She's like, I think that's a real thing. And I'm like, okay, maybe. And I'm like, I'm such a connoisseur of fucking ghost videos now. I'm like, this shit's fake.
Dude, YouTube.
And I'm like, okay, maybe. I'm like, okay, maybe. I'm like, stupid.
YouTube is like the force, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You can use it for the good shit or bad shit. And you guys are choosing to use it for bad, dumb shit. Okay?
Hey, should we leave?
No, they're not coming in here. Also, whose car is this?
No.
We saw a dude get out. I'm telling you, something's going up north.
Yeah, I know.
Google and see what's going on, because there's a lot of cop cars, dog. A lot. Anyways, back to my point. YouTube is like the force. And you can use it for good or you can use it for bad. And y'all are just using it for some dumb shit. Like watching YouTube videos about ghosts and animals on the bottom of the ocean and like this and that. I'm like, you guys could be like learning how to do stuff and
I do.
And getting educated on dumb other shit.
Do
and
that all the time.
Whatever. You guys are spending money watching or spending time watching freaking mermaid videos.
Hey man, that's what we're into.
I guess. So, anyways.
Speaking of YouTube, man, Promchella, the fuck? I don't see anything about it.
So, it got to be a reason why there's a shitload of cops out.
Yeah, but that's too many that are going up there. That would be a reason, but I don't think it's that particular reason. Anybody you know on TikTok?
No, I mean, people are like, you should get on TikTok. I'm like, how about no? Like, why would I get on TikTok? It's just, look, once again, it all comes down to like distractions. And it's like, dude, I don't need more distractions, all right? But maybe I'll get on it now that I've got so much time on my hands that I can't do any of my fucking projects because I'm missing a piece of my fucking finger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just frustrated about this. I can't believe I'm losing so much time. My cabinets could be done right now. Are you aware of that? You aware of that?
They could be.
Could have been done right now. Could have been staring at them, just looking at them like it was a hot chick or something and be like, damn, that's a good job. That's a good job. Good job, Jonathan. Just walk away like a boss. But no. Now I'm mending a fucking chunk off of my finger.
Hey, man. Oh, speaking of YouTube, or not YouTube, Netflix, now that you can't do nothing but watch
You're right.
Netflix.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean, I guess it gives you a good chance to cross-whack off.
Well, I was thinking about that. I was like, dude, I'm going to be so ambidextrous after this. Because literally, I'd rather just not use my right hand. So I've been using my left hand for everything. So now I'm going to start using a mouse with the left hand. I'm going to start like, I already kind of drive with the left hand anyways. I'm going to start doing everything with my left hand. I'm going to start getting real good. I started using a fork today with the left hand. That was interesting. I'm going to get it done, dog.
Piss with your left hand?
Yeah, got to do that. Got to do that. Taking a shit is interesting. How about that? I'm gonna
Did you miss your asshole the first time?
No. I mean, how am I going to miss my ass? Well, anyways, we won't get into this. This is awkward.
That's not my asshole. That's just my back.
I'm like, oh, yeah, no, that's where the asshole is. Man, it really is in a different spot with the left hand.
Like, I went too deep.
It's like, wait, I'm feeling heat.
Yeah. Oh, it's blood.
Gross. Dude, it was like, it's just, yesterday was it like, the theme of yesterday was like blood. It's like, I had this thing where I was literally bleeding everywhere. I was kind of happy that I didn't get any blood on the carpets. That was awesome. But it was like later the night I had like a nosebleed too. I was like, dude, this is some shit today, man. It's like, I can't afford to lose blood right now. I might have less of it.
Maybe you shouldn't beat the meat. You're going to start getting lightheaded.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, oh.
You're like, oh, it's just like the first time.
It's losing blood causes this, huh?
I like it.
That's my next thing. I'm like, yeah.
You're like, hey, before we do this, can you cut my wrist?
Put one of the wrists in the bathtub.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is great. Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
This no chlorine smell. It just smells like meat.
Oh, disgusting.
Oh, fuck.
Disgusting.
Right. Speaking of Netflix, and also fucking, finally got around to watching The Witcher, man. That's a good show.
It's a good show, man.
Fucking good show.
Yeah, I redid all the audiobooks once again. Really good fucking show. The books are better, but I will say this is the only show I've seen where the books and the show are pretty close.
Yeah?
They're pretty close. Yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah, man.
Look, the first 2 Witcher books are like a whole bunch of short stories. And so those are the things that they converted in the show. That's why like the show has like one story here and then the other story happens here. And you're like, are they correlated? Did he already meet this chick? Did he not meet this chick? Where the fuck's this chick at? And the very end of the first book, I believe, or the end of the second book is the end of the last episode. So they're doing a good job. I think from my understanding, the second season is they're going to do a few more short stories.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like it, man. It's
good, man. And Cavill does a good job.
Guy in there. There's a guy in there. That's
what's moving?
Yeah.
He's just in the dark like a fucking weirdo. What is he, Constantine? Just smoking in there by himself?
I don't know what.
Anyways.
Yeah, man. He's really good. Seeing you were concerned that he wasn't going to do a good job.
No, he did a good job.
He said when he was making it, he's like, oh, yeah, I play the game and I read all the books. I can't do a good Harry Cavill voice. He has a strong British accent.
It's crazy how many of those have British accents, right? Like I heard another actor recently that has a British accent. It's like, damn, you got a British accent?
Yeah, he got a strong one. It's a fucking manly one too. So but yeah, so yeah, he's doing good, man, and
it's a good show.
Fucking Yennefer's kind of banging, kind of hot.
Yeah, I just wish they had. I know why they did what they did. Like it's a I think the author is Swedish or Nordic or some shit, some shit like that. So he's from a white country where everybody's white, and so in the books, almost all the characters are white, and even in the games, all the characters are white. And so in the show, they made a lot of changes in order to encompass the full scope of people, right? So like in the show, Triss Marigold, the other witch, is like a fucking Mexican chick, I think, right? The curly-haired one, and like she's redheaded white chick, Nordic looking chick in the books. Yennefer's looks kind of Hispanic-ish too, kind of maybe.
She's like
Middle Eastern.
Yeah, Middle Eastern.
And in the books, she's like some, like a white girl with light colored skin and black hair. I just like the look of the characters from the games. I think they did a really good job with the games. And it would have been cool to have similar looking characters, but I get why they did it. They don't want to get sued. I get it. Whatever. But I just felt the Yennefer character was a little too young looking. She looked like she was 18, 21-ish, 25-ish. And like in the book, she's, hundreds of years old. She's got a more mature woman look.
She does make that, she does say that a few times. She's like, oh, I've been walking around for centuries.
Yeah, she makes it known that she's kind of older. But for me, it's like, she has still a look of a very young girl, like in her early 20s. But yes, she has a maturity sometimes of like a very older woman. It just doesn't mix very well.
Yeah.
The Yennefer in the games look like she's maybe late 20s or early 30s kind of thing.
Yeah. I'll say it's really good though.
It's a good show.
I think I'm on 7. I'm trying.
You haven't finished it yet?
No.
Oh, good thing I didn't run the ending for you.
I had to work. I'd been having to get up early actually, so. Yeah. I wanted to try to finish it tonight. I'll probably get through 2 episodes.
Finish that, and then you got to watch Altered Carbon.
That's what everybody.
Dude, you got to see that. It's really good.
If you got Falcon,
that's season 2. Watch season 1. Season. I haven't seen season 2 yet. I'll watch it soon. Season 1 is really good, and if you like that sci-fi, cyberpunk kind of style, like that's what it is. It's good. It's very good, and the CG is impressively good for something that Netflix just kind of threw together.
All right, I watch Altered Carbon. You got to watch Beastars.
How many episodes of that dark fucking furry fantasy show?
It's only 10.
I guess I'll fucking watch it.
Yeah, man. Also, I don't want to be that guy, but fucking if Superman was actually, giving her the pipe, he would break her in
Yeah, dog. She's a tiny little girl.
fucking 3 pieces.
Can you tell that dude was pumping iron right before some of those scenes?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like the scene where he's in the bathtub. I'm like, all right, chill, bro.
Yeah, I was like, I was funny that they got that part from the game. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
Of
I need
course
this as
they
a
have to do
Funko Pop.
that.
I need this as a Funko Pop.
Of course they did that. That's
I was
like
like-
the scene.
I was like, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
you could chill.
Yeah.
I'm like, first thing, you don't even need to work out. You are 10 times bigger than all the dudes on this show. Like, just showing up.
Yeah. There's a one scene where he's doing something and he has his arm kind of like this or kind of like this. And
That's
I'm like,
every scene.
I'm like, how big are your arms, bro?
Fucking.
Like Ronnie Coleman's a little jealous right now. Fuck.
Well, at the episode I just watched, which he's with the dragons. You know the
Yeah.
He's walking around there, and he doesn't have his full gear on. He has like a light set of armor on, and he's just kind of walking around. And he's so fucking like buff. He looks kind of buff, and I'm like, why are you so buff for, man? Like, relax.
My thing is, like, all the people on that show are always so hard trying to go up against him. I'm like, you don't look like that guy.
Yeah,
That guy has trained far more than you have.
Yeah, no, that's literally what my dad and my sister said. And my dad and sister were like, who the fuck these people think they are? Like, let's just say he didn't have Witcher powers and he was just a random ass dude. The fuck you gonna do against this random ass dude who just walked in looking like this?
And the dude is so fast, like he's deflecting arrows. You're like, what?
Yeah, he is.
You're that big and you're deflecting arrows, dude. Why are you even trying to go up against this dude?
Yeah, and then all these like just out of shape, like bounty hunters, like hey, I'm gonna kill you. The fuck? No, you're not. I got cardio for years.
That story, the one you're on, the one with the dragons, is really, really, really good in the books because they build it up for a few chapters and you don't know what happens. And so at the end, when you get to the end of that episode and you find out what the twist is, you're just kind of like, oh, fuck. Like, that's how a lot of those short... If you like this show, you should definitely at least read the first 2 books because some of the twists now on the show are going to be ruined for you. But the twists in the books... when they hit you, you're like, oh, shit. Like, one of the ones that's really cool is one of the ones I feel like they're going to do in the next season where it's a very Beauty and the Beast kind of episode or chapter or story or whatever. And it's like it follows very, very much like a Beauty and the Beast movie. And you're just like, okay, I've seen this before. What the fuck is going on? And then you see what's going on and you're like, oh, yeah, this got complicated. The show and the books are never about the action. Like, there's plenty of action, but it's never about the action. It's about the choices that people make and the fact that Geralt has to be not a brute and just fucking run over people. He's got to try to be smart and outsmart people. It's good. I highly suggest it, but I'm also a fucking big dick writer for when it comes to this
no, man,
shows.
It's good. It's well thought out. It's a lot. I like it.
Yeah, man.
70 times more better than anything Game of Thrones ever did.
Game of Thrones was good in the beginning because it gave you like it made you understand more cops. I'm
telling you,
something's going on. Yeah, something's going on.
I'll have to ride that way
just to find out what's going
on.
on.
I'm gonna be that guy. I'll be my dad. Well, what the fuck happened over here? What'd you guys do?
Yeah, look at this Mustang. Another Mustang owner.
Of course it is.
Anyways, it's a good show. I think you guys should watch it.
I didn't like Game of Thrones. I never liked. I liked people on Game of Thrones. The only people I ever gave a fuck about was Jaime. And what's her name, Brienne?
It's really funny you like Jaime because you like Jaime from the get-go. I didn't like him in the beginning.
I liked him from the beginning.
And then you like him later.
And then I liked his whole story. And when he was with Brienne, that's the only time I cared about anybody. Gave a fuck. And I kind of cared about Jon Snow. I wanted to see what he was doing. I'm like, let me see what they're doing. And then everybody else I gave 2 flying fucks about. Oh, I like Littlefinger.
I did not. Can't believe you like Littlefinger. He was the most fucked up
because he was literally like So all these people are stupid and they don't understand how to play the game. It's a long game. And he was like, I'm going to play the long game.
I got to give it to that dude, though. He did make it pretty far for a dude that had nothing. But, no, I never liked
And he also saved Jon Snow, but whatever. That's not important right now. He's the only reason he lived and got, to be king. But that's not important right now.
I feel like those guys were so tired of making those shows that they try to rush the last season and they fucked up. It's like when you're a marathon runner and you literally sprinted 90% of the fucking run and you're like, dude, I'm so far ahead of everybody. I'm just going to coast at this last like few hundred feet. And then you coast it because you're like feeling all cocky because your show's doing good. And then all of a sudden, some dude just comes out of fucking nowhere and boom, zooms past you and just fucking steals your shit. That's what that felt like. Like those dudes should have done 2 or 3 more seasons because the changes that happened in that last season are super unbelievable. Like if you showed me Jamie in the beginning of season 1 and then showed me Jamie at the very end, you're like, and it only happened in 1 season, you'd be like, what? Get the fuck out of here, right? But because you saw it happen over seasons, you're like, oh man, it's totally believable that goes from like the asshole Shrek character, the king character or whatever, to like the really endearing kind of guy who's trying to do good and make the right decisions. You see that change and what prompted that. That's something you don't see with Daenerys, where she goes from being like the chick you're rooting for to in the end like this fucking cunty, like really bad ruler. That was the one that was saving slaves and was all about the slaves. And now she's like enslaving people, right? That's where they failed. They were so, I think, exhausted from filming the show that they just petered out in the last moment. It's like when you're fucking your girl, right? And it's been a while, right? And she's like aching for a break-in. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, I'm going to give it to you, girl. And you build it up all week. You're like, I'm going to give it Saturday when we got time. We're not going to take care of these kids. I'm going to lay down dong. You know, and you're like, I'm gonna give it to you, and she's like, yeah, I want you to, right? What's up with this weirdo stealing from the bank? Anyways, so then it goes down. It's like Saturday night. You're like, yeah, and you're about to drop trowel, and you're like, pow. What you think about this pow situation? You know what I'm saying? And she's just like, yeah. And then you go and you start lighting it up. And she's like, yeah. And she's getting into it. And then she's like, oh, I think I'm about to finish. And then, boom, you just finish and just never give it to her. And she's just like, God damn it, I've been waiting to get one off for fucking weeks now. You've been talking shit. And then you nut too quickly. That's exactly what this was. Season, what is it, 8? Season 8 of Game of Thrones is an early ejaculation.
Wow, it's an early ejaculation.
Is that what it's called? Early? No. Premature ejaculation. Naming it now.
Premature.
You can quote me on this. Season 8 of Game of Thrones, premature ejaculation.
Yeah, man. I guess that's true.
What are those? What are the writers from Game of Thrones? What are their names?
Bend over.
Yeah, at me, bend over. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. You guys fucked up.
They did. I think everybody pretty much agrees with that.
It's kind of crazy, man, because then it looks bad, right? Like, I don't think those guys are bad writers. But look, it looks bad when you fucked up and you pulled the trigger too quickly on that last season. And then it was also the season where you ran out of material, source material, when you ran out of the books. It looks bad. Now they're just gonna look at your work and be like, no, they weren't good. The original writing was good. And you just petered out the last second. This is why you gotta start and finish just as strong. You can't just be half-assing it. This is a life tip for you guys. This is why we are on the motivational section of iTunes, because you're supposed to start as strong and as vigorous and as fiery. Wait, you're supposed to finish as those things, just like when you started. Don't give out last minute, people.
Can't. You gotta put in the work.
You gotta put in the work all throughout. No half-assing going on here. Talk to your wives about this. Anyways. That's it. That's all we got for this week. I'm hoping next week I won't be super drugged up and I won't be like, yo, man.
But
man,
we'll have to see.
I'm thinking by the time we got to film this shit, I should have had the procedure already.
I think so, but you're still going to probably either you're going to be doped up on painkillers.
Dude, I took one ibuprofen last night only because I was like, I don't want to not
Dick
sleep.
itches.
I don't want to not sleep because I'm in pain, right? I took it. I haven't taken any painkillers at all. Ever since then. Any. None. Zero. The only time my finger hurts is when I extend my hand. Oh, that hurts like a bitch. It's like when you extend your hand. That guy's going to think I'm doing a Nazi salute.
Not doing those Nazi salutes.
When I extend my hand, the nerves must extend from the
yeah.
tip. And so it feels like a shooting pain. It feels like somebody's stabbing my hand. And, a few times I've smacked it on shit. It's fucking dumb shit. Me being a dumbass. Like I smacked it on the door in the kitchen. Where you store all your shit. I smacked on that door. I was like, fuck.
You got to put a plastic bag around your hand to take a shower?
I do. You want to see a picture of it? Here, I'll show you what it was like.
Yo, excuse my massive dong.
I was like, oh yeah, that in the background, bro, that's just my dick. Sorry, I didn't mean to show that to you.
They call me Mr. Massive Dong.
See that? Yeah.
Fuck, son. Ham.
Yeah, dog. I can't let this get infected. I went to the surgeon today, and I was like, oh, is this the chick was wrapping my hand, and I'm like, is this the worst you've seen today? And she's like, nah. She's like, his dude came in earlier, and man, this is gonna gross out everybody. His dude came in earlier, and like I unwrapped his hand, and his finger was black.
Fuck.
Yeah. And you know what? Apparently, this guy went through a reattachment surgery, and it just didn't take. Can you imagine going through the surgery? I'm going to fucking jinx myself. Can you imagine going through the surgery and the thing just doesn't take? It's like, can I get a refund on the surgery?
I mean, but like at what point are you like, okay, I think something's wrong here?
Well, look at this, though. Like, how would I know if something's wrong in here?
Well, on that, once they do that and you're like, okay, it's going to be swollen for a little bit. At some point, I don't think it should be black ever.
Well, I mean, I haven't taken this off, and I won't take this off until they do surgery.
I think they should give you another one. I don't think you should have that same dressing on there that long.
No, they want me to have the same one because inside of this, what's actually making contact with my finger is like this dressing that has petroleum jelly and some other antibiotic, so it doesn't attach to my skin. Because if they pull this off and it's attached to my skin, that's going to hurt more than the actual cutting of my finger off. Because once again, I'm a goddamn man, and I've taken only one ibuprofen in this whole fucking situation.
I'm assuming it's going to start hurting at some point.
We'll see.
Like a bitch.
I should have been a fucking Spartan soldier. I think I would have been great.
You should have gotten to MMA. So
I should have
took some punches.
I'm surprised. What I need to do is have a tourniquet with me.
You could have been the next.
You're like Justin Gaethje version
Justin
1,
Gaethje.
where he just gets beat up like Homer.
You could have been Gaethje and just took punch and punch and punch.
And I would have been fine.
You've been.
I think I have a probably thicker skull.
You would have been like, hey, I remember you, Ben. I'm like, it's okay. You forgot the rube, but it's fine.
Shit. So that's it. I think we'll have a podcast next week. Worst case scenario, dog, what you do is you come to my place.
Right.
And I'll be drugged up as fuck, and we'll call this our drunk podcast. And then maybe you have some drinks. I'll just be high as fuck. And then you just sleep in the couch. We'll be fine.
And then I'll be like, hey, man, remember that one time we stole all those cars off that truck? And you're like, yeah, man, that was great.
Yeah, it was crazy, right?
Yeah.
Remember the Yakuza were after us?
Like, yeah.
And then we sent Han over to Japan and squared all it up. Remember that?
I was going to start
crazy, man.
naming movies. I'm like, hey, man, do you remember at one time Cobra was trying to take over America?
I do.
And we had to go over there with The Rock and save everybody?
I do, man. That was a crazy story. We ever told that on the podcast before? Let's tell that story now.
Hey, you remember that one time me and you trained to be cops, and then we had to go undercover in high school to get all the drugs?
Yeah, it's crazy. We didn't get it all, but we did a good job.
Most of it. And then we had to go back undercover again.
Years later.
I don't remember the rest of that movie.
You know what's funny? Have you ever heard of Drunk History?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like these comedians that get plastered and try to retell a history thing. I bet you there's a podcast where people do the same shit. Like you and I would get drunk as fuck. And then we just try to retell a movie. We're like, and then Luke, he's like, no, I won't join the dark side. And you're like, yeah. And then that motherfucker, Darth Vader, was like, oh, you will, because I'm your father. And he's like, no. Still holding on to some fucking engine for no reason at all and just not getting thrown out.
My sister does that to me all the time. I'll be like, hey, we watch a show called Roswell. was like, hey, what happened on Roswell? She's like, so this fucking one guy from the Vampire Diaries, you know he's on here, right? I'm like, yeah. Because she don't actually use names. She just tells me what they are from. She's like, so he came on here and he was being useless because, you know, he's still useless even though he's on the Vampire Diaries. And now he's on this show. He's still useless because he's from Vampire Diaries. And then this other chick came over here and then she banged him. And then they were banging for a while. And then that didn't really do anything for the plot. But, you know, they're just banging because, you know, it's on the CW. So they got to do that.
Got to do it.
That's why you're watching it. I'm like, yeah, good point. I'm like, so what moved the plot along? She's like, well, then the two gay aliens, they did this one thing, and then it turns out that there was a bomb, and then the good alien, he saved everybody, and then, yeah, not too much happy. He didn't miss too much. I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't miss nothing? She's like, no, but then the two gay aliens, they also banged each other, so that was kind of weird. I was like, wow, okay. She's like, because they're aliens and they don't see color or race. They just want to be loved, and so they bang everybody. I was like, oh,
that's what you need, dude.
Wow.
You need to get your sister together, and then you guys just you have her retell like show plots.
Yeah, she'd be like, so fucking this one white dude was fucking banging this one girl, and this one girl is way too young for him.
Way
too young for him. But whatever. She's like, my brother wouldn't know nothing about that.
Hashtag pixie from the vine.
Yeah. She'll say random shit. She'd be like, so anyways.
There you go, dog. Get a podcast going with her.
Yeah, she'll be doing that. She'll do that for games too.
Way. What Drake song is that?
Is that Drake's song?
Yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
And then, like, she'll do it for games too because we were watching Final Fantasy.
She's like, Rocket and Clank came out and they just shot everybody.
Yeah. And then she's like, so Final Fantasy, so this dude Cloud, he thinks he's another guy, but really he's just Cloud, and really he's kind of bad at stuff because really his friend got killed. He saw his friend get killed, and really he killed Sephoria. Yeah, he killed Sephoria, but he don't remember because he's stupid, and really he's just the Winter Soldier from Captain America, the Winter Soldier, except he's more white, but he's also Asian. And yeah, that's the whole story. And also he loves this one girl named Tifa, but also this weird elf girl loves him too. So yeah, that's the story, and that's it, because that's as far as we got. Yeah, should be good at it.
That's a game I wouldn't mind playing. But anyway, that's it, man. That's it. We is done for the week. Hopefully we'll come back next week and bring you guys some more updates on my fucked up finger.
I'm gonna go up north. I'm gonna go see what's all the shootings about. I mean, all the cops are about.
Hopefully, I don't know where I was going with this. Maybe I had a stroke again.
No riots.
No, that's it. We'll see what happens next week. I'm sure we'll come back. Hopefully what we'll do is what I might do is, anyway, we'll figure it out. See you guys next week.
Maybe this isn't right. I can win the fight.